Hello everyone, my name is Jesse Skoda, and I want to thank you for coming to my channel. I kind of want to talk to you guys about something that's been happening around this world the last couple months. Now, if you've been outside or you've turned on the TV, you probably have a good idea of what coronavirus is, or you at least have heard of it. Now, if you don't exactly know what it is, then keep watching, because I'm going to explain what it is, who's at risk to it, and ways that you can take preventative measures to help reduce the risk in your daily lives. And I'm also going to talk about the different kind of mask and what kind of mask you should utilize that can help prevent it from you breathing it in. Now, so what exactly is coronavirus? It's basically a virus that came out of Wuhan, China in 2019. So what's COVID-19? Well, COVID-19, it's pretty much just an acronym for coronavirus disease 2019. Now this disease, it spreads through mucous membranes, meaning it can go through your eyes, it can go through your mouth, your nose. So if you're, you can get it with someone sneezing, coughing, or if someone's infected and they touch a surface and you also touch that surface, and you touch your eyes, mouth, or nose, you can also get infected. Now, symptoms of this disease are runny nose, fever, dry cough, or sore throat. Now, elevated cases, it can be, pneumonia. You could start having breathlessness. It's known as a pandemic, meaning that it easily can transfer all over the world. As you can see, what happened in less than a month. So, if you're asking who's more at risk, though, I'd say first we'll start off with your medical doctors, the one that works in the medical field, because they're the ones taking care of patients, or people that take public transport all the time. The elderly, maybe around over 50, 55 plus years old, people that have a history of high blood pressure or heart disease. Some tips that we can use to help prevent this is, first, avoid crowded areas. You're supposed to keep your 6-foot social distancing from everyone, and that's a good way to definitely contact it. And if you touch your face, then you're gonna get it. Another thing is stick to verbal greetings. Don't giving anyone even fist bumps. Just say, hello, and that's it. Also, bring your own hand sanitizer, just in case you do get in contact. Wipe your hands right away. Now, chances are, if you are out there, that you really do need to go out there, chances are you're having to run errands. So, if you need to sign paperwork for work or something like that, make sure you bring your own pen and don't use someone else's pen, because you don't know where those pens been or whatnot. And of course, make sure you get plenty of sleep, eat healthy, exercise when you can. Take care of your body, and don't forget to wear a mask too, please, which I'll go over in the next part of this video. Now, when you do get home and stuff, make sure you wash your hands the proper way, and also don't touch your face at all. My wife will show you a demonstration on how the proper way to wash your hands. Now let's go over a mask. So the first mask is the surgical mask. It's the one that you've probably seen people wear the most. I'll give you an example. So it's not really a surgical mask, but I'll use it as if it was a surgical mask. So basically, you go ahead and put it over your head. Make sure you cover your nose, and mouth. And you have 2 straps, so you can go ahead and put this, one top of your ear and one below your ear. Now, the thing about this is, what's not covered. You see my nose is covered and my mouth is covered, right? My eyes aren't covered. So a good thing to practice is, let's say you wear glasses, Now this isn't adequate enough, so what do you need? You need to have goggles. See, this is the way it should be if you were wearing a surgical mask. However, as you can tell, surgical masks, they're not airtight. Air can easily go in there. You can tell they don't have a respirator on it. So these aren't quite good for people that are healthy and trying not to get sick. Now, these are okay for people that are already sick. If you are healthy, I recommend you wearing a mask with a respirator. The surgical masks are not going to help you. So that brings me to the N95 mask. The N95 mask is what the government is issuing all the hospitals and stuff, because they recommend at least this rating of a mask for hospital workers. So the 95, it means that it protects 95%, against small particles. And this is what's recommended for all the nurses and doctors when they're staying around patients and everything. Now, this doesn't protect you against gases and vapors, but it is still adequate against the coronavirus. Now, if you haven't seen it, it's basically like a cup that you put over your nose and your mouth, and you can go ahead and just shape it, mold it to your nose. However, it doesn't really fit. It doesn't really cater to the rest of your face. It's so limited on adjusting it. That's why I like going to the next mask. Basically, the half mask, you're covering your nose and your mouth and stuff like that, and you're gonna go ahead and have your respirators. A good half mask that y'all can look up, it's the JSP Force 8, and the reason I like these, it's a type of gas mask. The reason why I like these is because it's reusable. It's not meant for only a one use or temporary use and throw it away, so you can go ahead and keep on using it. And it does protect you from chemicals and solvents, the different filters for them. So there's P1, P2, and P3. P1 means that it's 80% protects from particles. P2 is 94%, and P3 is 99%. The equivalent of the N95 would be the P2, because that protects about 94% of particles away. So if you do get one of these masks, at least get the P2 filters for it. I'm going to go ahead and go over my favorite mask. Is the full mask. As you can see, it does have a eye shield right here, so it does protect your eyes. And another thing that I don't know if you can see it, but it also has prescription inserts that you can put in there. And it has a tube right here, a water tube that you can go ahead and connect to a canteen. Let me see if I can. Yeah, see? It has a drinking tube in there. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. Yeah, I don't think you can see that. And another good thing about this mask is that it will protect you from vapors and gases. And you have these filters right here. So this is an M50 mask, by the way. And these filters, they're good for up to 24 hours. Now I'll take one off. Now if you can see that, it's white right there, meaning that it's still in full use and very serviceable. Now if this was turning blue, it means you would have to change your filter out. Now, a good thing about changing your filter out is once you're changing one out, you still have this other one that's going to help you breathe. That's one of the things why I like these. So the type of filters these use are like CBRN. It protects you from chemical, radiological, biological, and neuron agents and chemicals. So it can protect you from all different types of things. And obviously this is going to protect you from coronavirus and whatnot. I'll go ahead and put it on for you guys right now. So I'm going to make sure that I put my chin on it, make sure I get the full seal. Get my face close. Put the neck straps. Make sure all my straps are tight. Now, that was basically a self-check to make sure my respirator system was working. And you can tell it is, so you should have a hard time breathing whenever you cover these up. But as you can see, it's a good fit. It's comfortable. I've been in one of these things for 6 hours before. So that is an M50 full mask. That brings us to the end of the video, guys. I hope you liked it and you learned something from it. So this should be able to help you out, with your daily lives. And quite frankly, you don't have to worry. As long as you take these necessary measures, then you shouldn't have to worry that much. But make sure you take care of yourself. Stay in if you have to, but if you do have to go out, make sure you wear that mask and make sure you wash your hands really good and whatnot. So if you liked what you saw, please hit the subscribe button and that notification bell. And thanks, I appreciate your support.